Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. I want to make a like a create a class for you guys. Show you just what I use and what I think is kind of really useful. What I changed, made it a little bit different, why I didn't like that, and a few other things. But let's go ahead and get started. My hardpoint class. Like I said, I'm a sub player, OBJ player. I really don't really like quote unquote use an AR. But I used a SOG 9mm. Got quick draw, grip, and stock. And normally I didn't really use grip, but grip just gives you that lets you win those like long range gunfights, because just like it's stock, it just gives you the accuracy and a little bit more mobility. Stim shot. Um, I'm always running around, going in and out of hills, challenging gunfights. That extra stim or faster stim, and health, faster regen is very important, I think, to me. ARs, see, like I think they, better off using maybe armor, because you're just sitting in one really spot and they're not really up, up in people's face. But I don't run a secondary. I don't really have time, or I don't really have any slots really to. I run Ajax with a 9 bang. So like you could like take one of these out or just take this out, go ahead and add a concussion if you're gonna run like Crash. Crash is a really good person to run to if you're gonna be in hill or be the that sub player. But I think what best fits the team right now is me using Ajax. And the other day I took off lightweight. I just tried dexterity, and I added concussions, and I was running Crash. I didn't really like it. Lightweight really gives you that, you get to that place just a little bit sooner. Just that better timing. Along with no damage when you fall. So I prefer it because of the timing. Not really so much as like it's such a amazing perk, but I love beating somebody to a spot. I mean, unless they have lightweight too, then you're just kind of just meeting at the same anyways. But I think it makes a big difference on timing, especially in certain maps. Dexterity is kind of a must. Mantle climb, swap weapons, increase accuracy when you're jumping, mantling, whatever the case, right? It's kind of given. It's kind of the given perk. Everyone uses that. Tac mask. I could argue flak jacket and tactical mask are neck and neck. For the longest time, I was using flak jacket because just those like RCs and stuff definitely wouldn't kill you. I mean, if you're at full health, I should say. But I think tac mask just wins it overall, because you don't really have to worry about 9 bang concussions, razor wire, all the all of the above. I don't know, you get spammed more with 9 bangs and concussions and torque. You have to worry about torque stuff. So I prefer using tac mask, especially if I'm in hill. And if you get like a cluster inside of hill, or they're using streaks or any kind of other explosive other than like an RC, it's kind of like a given kill that you're gonna die no matter what, even if you have flak jacket. And that's the only reason why I really prefer tac mask over flak jacket, because flak jacket doesn't really help too much. I mean, I could maybe see it in S&D. Maybe you don't want to die from the RC car, but if you just sound whore, you can most of the time hear where it's coming from and shoot it before it gets to you. But this is my hardpoint class. So, everything's really like I said, I really don't change anything much, even going to S&D. S&D, only thing I do, I swap out the tac mask and I switch over to dead silence. Everything else is still the same, stim shot, got that quick draw, grip, and stock, same with SOG. And control, it's the same as hardpoint, not really a big difference. I just like having, 3 different spots where I can choose from. But the thing with control is, you can use tac mask, or maybe, the team you're playing against is, sound horn like crazy. Control, you can easily, flip, go dead silence, or whatever the case. And so I just keep it like tac mask, and like I said, I could just either one of these two for control, but I just like having a given spot for control. And then I have a warm-up class, which is basically I just put scavenger on and I run around and shoot bots whenever we're doing it, whatever. Just kind of a backup. I find myself a lot catching like on certain maps, feeling like I can't really do much on a with a sub, or I'm just not really feeling a sub. That doesn't really normally happen. I mean, I don't think I've yet to come across where I had to use a Maddox, but I prefer using the Maddox. The iron sights are really good. I'd never complain about the iron sights, but I think the elo just kind of gives you that little, advantage. Fast max and stock. I don't really, you don't really need, anything else. Like laser sight, I really wouldn't see it necessary. And a quick draw for a sub, also don't think it's that necessary. I am using a secondary on this class just because I'm using Ajax, so I would have that 9 bang. I wouldn't have to worry about concussion. So that's and I really don't see the big issue of not running Dead Silence if you're running hardpoint. I mean, I could see it in certain situations. Maybe you want to sneak up behind them, maybe you want to flank, but 9 times out of 10 it's mostly in a gunfight, and you normally know when the enemy team or your own team's gonna come from. So those spots are kind of a given to always make sure and always watch flank and always do this. So that's why I'm running the secondary. And then same thing for S&D. Like I said, just take off the secondary and add on that Dead Silence, and you're ready to go. And in this game, like even Dead Silence isn't dead silence. You still can hear the other person running or whatever case. Like you can sound hole really easy in this game. So you really don't need to be running that much anyways. But Dead Silence is a must for S&D, because if not, you'd be stomping around like a rhino and everyone would hear you across the map. But that's it for today's video. I just wanted to show you guys, what I run, how I play. I guess you want to know how I play, but what guns I use for the my play style. And maybe if you find this helpful, maybe you want to try these classes out. And by all means, if you don't think lightweight's necessary, take it off. Use those 2 more slots for a secondary, for concussion. But for, like I said, for the specialists I use, and for the other things, it's kind of, I don't know, it's my own preference. So this doesn't have to be your classes. It doesn't have to be anything everybody's using or you have to use to be successful as a sub player or even an OBJ player. But I think this is what I find most effective for me. Even if you don't want to take those long range gunfights with a SOG, I mean, by all means, take the grip off, add fast max. I think fast max is, I was running fast max for the longest time, and until I put a grip on. So I find that, but I find myself challenging those longer gunfights than I do needing reload real quick. And I got used to the reload, so it's not that bad. The reload isn't really that bad anymore, I don't think, because I got used to it. Just the timing anyways. But that's all I have for today's video. Sorry for rambling on. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.